Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it, but they did. And it was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I...
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a...
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think...
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's see you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Now I'm such a pro at this. Whoosh! Random event. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that, right? How could, when we were at most music, I never imagined that music could be used. Oh, really? Well, anyway.
Great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for—
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known, alas, on a different day. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the represented. Simply put, there will—
Oh, you're all—
Well, we can discuss more current affairs. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like
sea gazer. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that if the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have...
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of...
well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go. Time to go. Wind strike. Time to go. Time to go.
Of interesting gadgets, all from my time.
What in the world do those symbols really mean? What in the world do those symbols really mean? What in the world do those symbols really mean? What in
This
the world
scenery
do
is
those symbols
wonderful.
really mean?
Surely enough to convince anyone. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Time to go. Yeah.
Emerge. Right here.
Yeah.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Time to go.
Faster, go.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Yeah.
Wheel of life.
Time to go. Tia! Tia! Tia!
bunch of interesting gadgets. All from my time with the crooks.
Time to go.
This had better be important.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon.
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was perhaps either way.
You really think? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked. Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's
No, it's not.
Well, she was probably...
As far as I'm aware, if we set off, you'll be able to get... I've been in...
Sounds great.
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival. Cloud, never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the cup traveler...
Seems like this is a tough... This Paimon gets... Wait.
So many regrets.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals. True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more travel? God!
Please go on.
Our goal here is to find find the Adeptus that helped. We can't hear any music right now.
Yes, I think that's fair to.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall. You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Paimon would sink like a rock. Just trust Paimon. The water's pretty deep over there.
What is going on?
How do you feel right now?
Shenhe!
Why don't you say something? Okay, fine. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard, but if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know.
Okay. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And what your actions here caused others a great deal of worry.
As ever, the conqueror of demons comes and...
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just... How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans?
I had planned to spend the festival with Matt.
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you...
Earlier this morning, I noticed she...
So we please excuse me.
Sure.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a...
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued Ganyu arranged, but when I try to blend in by referring to her as, sometimes I'm supposed to copy up. Oh, is that what it is? So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus.
Yep. Oh, speaking of that...
Music?
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us.
Yay! That's...
We were just talking about this thing called...
Oh, really? Great!
Squall Fury!
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music. The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur.
Oh, okay, fine, it's all...
And a melody is...
Hey, don't you patronize Paimon! Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking...
Oh, was that from the opera that Yoonjin sang?
That was a melody, and melodies...
It felt... We're all there, raising as I watched Yunjin's performance when you hummed that melody.
Wow, Chef. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like, what about you?
I know some the songs of the sailors down at the docks. Yes, that in the past, whenever I heard the sound of the Nenny and Leo probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to the way those melodies make me feel, even though we come from different... In that sense...
You go?
Yes, I am, technically speaking.
Thank you.
Once the days I've planted...
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly...
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then...
Do people...
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated...
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retain...
Ah! There it is!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already. Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet one has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone.
The wind rises. Too slow.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her? Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings, and long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Seagazer would always bring out...
Paimon remembers that name. So
He was an old friend and a former rival. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. As Adepti, his trek...
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One day...
what kind of nonsense?
No kind. She always saw... It also helped that...
You...
Anyway, just as our impassioned... Who would Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yours? Then you are most top. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws. We would drink together from Streetwood Rambler would often remain.
Streetward Ram?
That would be Ping. You probably know her.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Or are you saying that...
Alas, long has one avoided this place, for one should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant... No matter. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield.
Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No, it's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us...
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code?
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. But Streetwood Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that... Once upon a time, Streetwood Rambler also... Music would go from mourn. Many years passed before she finally... Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water. And
But if she was so happy with the melody...
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one in response, though the string...
Aww.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, although I met Gui Zhang...
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts, had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know that you intend to discuss this with her.
Do you mean Ping might find...
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that...
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer...
Oh? How so?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many fair... But this doesn't bring the city or its people. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely... Though these immortal mountains have lost... No loss can ever be a... Ping has helped countless people. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music... When we get back, why don't we just add...
You young...
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping.
Is not every lantern rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before.
The edibles she brought this time. Very well, then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back... Say...
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time...
Squall and Fury!
Quit following me. The wind rises. Too slow.
Whoa, Madam...
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived...
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice...
Miss Illuminated Bird.
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Streetward. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to...
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
One, given that lantern rite is almost upon us, the weather in... Gone...
Huh? All right. So, this all started because... Cloud Retainer...
Ah, what a long time ago that was. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
After all, Lantern Rite's although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today.
So, how has she proven herself right?
Once upon a time, she said to me that but as she interacted, she marveled. She told us with the smallest amount and a human.
She always had a way with that her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer...
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of...
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount...
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today...
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the... If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's...
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year.
Oh, yeah! Music! We've been dying to ask. Oh, also, with you being...
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as it's been a long time since I played, and there was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was, no matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing.
So the past still waits.
Oh, but that is not to say that, despite the set, just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest and open...
Be that as it may, I shall leave the lantern right.
Well,
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something...
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer?
Huh? Does it have to be right now?
It seems Ganyu still had...
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a...
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you...
Gladly. This would...
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please...
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. As for that melody, I will play it for you.
Wow, that'd be good.
When that time comes. Wherever her spirit may be among the countless...
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news. Mr. Dvorak! And Kuchin's here.
Welcome back.
Really, really well. We found the person, Mr. Dvorak.
Are you... I see. That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and...
That's a...
I have to say...
Oh, hi, but straight word...
Madam Ping?
Yep, Kuchin's...
I think... that can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need...
Speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you... Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she...
Wait, are you... Oh no, now I'm starting to get Okay, nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Before we set off...
Please, share your insights with me.
And music is... like... Wait, does that mean...
As long as everyone enjoys the festival, happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Paimon feels like... shoot! Latent... Wait, Zhang Li said he wasn't anyway.
search for? Behold!
Da 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 da. Oh, all right. Let's take. Oh wow! Look who it is. So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute. We have all this open space, a clear, invisible.
Gotta say, it took me a few.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine music. With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our men will take the stage by storm with flames roaring. And for sure, the whole dance floor will be yelling encore, encore!
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this. Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, to tell the truth, though.
Well, now you know I can speak to that. Hu Tao is
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part.
Oh, sure thing.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon. I believe when you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us. You should join us too.
Follow me.
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird number 10.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great, but if you're so...
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar.
Zhongli! Here you are!
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow-cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is...
Wait, that mechanism...
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme...
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey. Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be... When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist...
Oh, Zhongli! Hu Tao, she said. It's when she says performance. She must... As for the banquet,
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine. As for the banquet... Since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup.
Thank you. I will... The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite. Well...
Had one known that Cloud Retainer was in possession of such eminently useful devices, one would have sought to borrow one from her long ago.
And yet, since you share my lack of enthusiasm for mechanisms and fine dining, it would have become a mere decorative ornament.
Not so. Had one had such a device to make up for one's lack of culinary prowess, Shenhe would not have had to rely on flowers and herbs alone for sustenance, while
In that case, shall we rendezvous with Cloud?
A fine idea.
Time to go.
Squall and Fury!
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hu Tao, and this is a little something called...
The Blaze Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh! I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch you step, or you'll get burned. Hey! Woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary! One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping! Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
The wind rises. Wind strike.
Right now. Emerge. Right. Right now.
One with nature.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Life goes on.
Time to go.
Emerge. Right here. Right now. Right here.
The wind knows. Behold! Quit following me.
Want to take to
Emerge.
my
Right
hammer?
now. Emerge.
Wind strider.
Another test subject. Suffer free!
Rise.
Into the wind. Time to go. Follow the wind.
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
The wind knows me.
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Life goes on.
Let's try it. Time to go. Yeah.
We may leave at any time.
Emerge, right now. Wheel of life.
Time to go.
Right here. Right now, right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here. Emerge, right here. Barely a scratch. I'm getting sick of this game. Barbados, guide us. Emerge. Right here, emerge. What a nuisance. Emerge. here, right now, right here. Emerge, right here. Right now, right here. Life goes on. Who is blood?
I do hope the Knights of Favor... all working hard.
Your journey ends here. Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Go as planned!
The golden slumber.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Only glorious victories are...
Time to go.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner! Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinue Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list. As expected of the parlor director, always so generous! Come on, let's go!
Right here.
The Lantern Rite celebration.
Dr. Baiju, I've brought the herbs.
The singers. Performing at a music festival is very demanding. Using these herbs in good...
Oh, that's why you were preparing them all night.
I dared not neglect the Yuheng's request. Her messenger was quite insistent that it let me double-check again.
so that's how it is.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible...
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that hotel invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting, so happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun? Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I heard that the audience loved it too. And she's been receiving quite a...
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope...
The performance was spectacular indeed.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have brewed in...
Hold on. Xiangling came up with a new recipe? See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots... Oh, so that's what you were talking...
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our Zhongling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choice, my suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you. Oh. Now I'm getting him. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to...
How about I sample the dishes?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone. Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not... Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the rest. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably... As for Hutao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hutao went to fetch someone in person? Or could it be... Kuching?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I...
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the park. Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us to convene here with all of you is indeed a...
It's almost Lantern Rite. Yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenshao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler. Great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, director.
Oh, finally, when we arrived just now, the host at Xinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food. would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler.
You know Xiao.
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I finally got...
Likewise. It is a great honor indeed to have a chance. I remember you mentioning...
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Changyun's friend. The pleasure.
Whoa, everyone's getting all for... Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much... I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells.
What's your true intention, then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skill.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun, and we all worked really cooking, helping with the and of course, everyone has done some pretty... As the one who brought everyone together, it goes with...
Huh? Sounds kind of self-important, but... Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of Demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name.
I know you. You're the 77th direct. Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of Hu...
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other...
Smirk, huh? It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past...
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent. The Adepti vanquished the demons. The Millelith fought valiantly. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during...
That's right. 1 point for the consult, but despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took... You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone... Besides, it'll only be for a short while.
But I didn't expect there to be...
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure...
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl?
Huh? I'm siding with Changyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food.
Huh? Guoba would do that? But now that I think of it, Xiangling told me...
It sounds like you...
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
Right! Wait, what?
Seeds of story.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that voice? Could it be?
If I'm not mistaken, don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guests.
No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority. Whoa, these dishes look amazing.
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genu?
Genu?
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly—
Venti, you're being too humble.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago, when I happened—
You've already forgotten? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was it was a moving melody.
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory—
That's very considerate of—
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across from the sophisticated way he speaks. It's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise. Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's—
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most—
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a music— I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him—
Now I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill. There's one I heard a while back that went— The old house, the meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a—
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd— An old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's
Of course!
Hey, Xingqiu. Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but
I don't think it's your fault.
Changyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think? As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him. Don't think anything of it. By the way,
I was watching as you entered Shinyue kiosk, but no one seemed to notice. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, people are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly. And we're all gathered here with friends, new and old, to come together with all of you at the beginning of the year. One can't. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli...
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope, considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later... all of
a sudden, they started proposing toasts.
What's with the urgency? Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after...
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then.
Are you all right? It's hard to describe. It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few other. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they said this time... No. So you know his true identity. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy, and that's something I might never be able to do. No matter. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels... Yes, the parlor director went out of her way with... She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with... But I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for the... Clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius, Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears, I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect it.
Oh, here you are. I'm not a...
You're not.
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching. To be honest, I was kind of worried. You looked a little restless just now.
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway...
Please wait. There's another reason why Here, take these.
Almond toast?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chefs competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good... I'll be honest. Before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guest she planned to invite, and asked... So I made a few servings of When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eager...
Thank you for the trouble. I'll take them.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little...
Okay.
Alrighty, we should head back now. Wait. You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness, your dessert, is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious... Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering...
Oh? Is this...
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense. To them, lighting the incense will signify
I see. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhang Li. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener. Even for a bard, if knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that...
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is, I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies...
Is this really the way this works?
It's not a... Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition. The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon... Please stop! If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the...
Huh? Don't get...
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge...
That's not how it... Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish. But it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness, which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from...
Huh? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here.
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here. You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observation. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again. Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean... Paimon? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, alone... But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere...
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon plays an indispensable role in making...
You guys! Those were genuine compliments. Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but...
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon.
That isn't...
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon. We'll be refilling and lighting. Here you go. Take the match and... getting late. I won't take up any more of your...
Yep, the tea was amazing.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember... It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime. It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to...
Bye! Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later.
Understood. See you later. Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be...
Heaven forbid.
I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Rite. The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very clear. But there are multiple sides to humans. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were but whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans, are something. This was as true back then, just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but so there's no need to dwell too much on certain things. It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return. But after that, it'll be time for me to go back.
Bye, Xiang. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty and split. At least you always... No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel... Good thing you... Shell, is there anything else?
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The events of today occurred so abruptly. Okay. I'll...
Emerge, right here.
Come on, you coward!
Win a strategy.
Rise.
I hope the others find some.
Go as planned!
Emerge, right now. Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Go as planned!